What's good, people? Welcome back to my channel. This is Cheska, and I'm here to review Bad Habits' new Luxe series, their first release for their Luxe series. It is called Cult Mystics, and it is widely known as a dupe for the Pat McGrath Subliminal palette. So I'm just gonna tell y'all right off the bat, there's a lot of controversy regarding the price change between their older releases and their new release, which is from their Prestige line. So I'm just going to read right from Bad Habits Instagram. Cult Mystics from Bad Habits Luxe series is our first Prestige eyeshadow collection. We sourced innovative and high-end pearls, pigments, and raw materials to create gorgeous colors and textures that give a unique sparkle and shine. Our in-house chemists developed a baked formula over many months to arrive at an ultra creamy texture with vivid payoff. A lot of love and care went into creating a luxe application experience for our fans, and we can't wait for you to try it. Okay, so let's see what some of the comments said. Okay, first, there's some positive. Makeup is honestly getting a little boring for me, but this intrigues me. That's one. Wow, I'm obsessed with the packaging. Some good stuff. And then there's some other stuff that's not great. Let's just cut right to the chase. So previously, Bad Habit has released palettes from they went from $10 to $12, $12 to $14. Now we're at a $16 price point for the non-luxe lines, which is still, for so many people, an amazing deal. I mean, look, you can see my Bad Habit collection right here. It's no joke. This stuff is a great formula for a great price. I'm obsessed with Bad Habit, in case you can't tell already. But let's just break this down, guys. The Bad Habit Mystics palette is $24. The Pat McGrath palette is $125. The total weight of the Pat McGrath shadows is 13.16 grams total. That's divided amongst 10 pans, so you get 1.31 grams per pan. So that's $9.48 per gram, and so the cost per pan on the Pat McGrath palette is $12.50, of course. You divide 125 by 10. But if you move on to the Bad Habit Mystics palette, what you'll find is that the total weight is 17.8 grams. I could tell when I opened this package that this was a heavy palette. This is something you don't bang it too hard. There's some baked shadows in there. You don't want to bang this one around too much. It is a delicate palette, so keep that in mind. But let's look at, okay, so like we said, the cost per pan for the Pat McGrath is $12.50. The cost per pan for the Bad Habit Mystics palette is $3. That's less than 25% of the cost of the Pat McGrath. So the question really lies in the quality. We're gonna just do some swatches here so you can see. Okay, guys, you can't quite see just how incredible this is, but I'm gonna get some swatches done for you, and you'll be able to tell how incredible this truly is, this formula. I don't know why it takes so long to focus sometimes. All right, here we go. Focus on me, on the face. All right. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and do Eternal right here. These are buttery. Buttery. They feel amazing. Just so you guys can see. That's called Eternal. I got a little bit of it all over myself already. Got Resurrection. Look at that. Look at the pigmentation. Then we're going to do the black one. It's called Pagan. Okay? Alright? Alright. Then we have Vision. This is a really great transition color. It's a little lighter, but you can still see the quality is there. Really pretty shade. Altered State. I love this palette. It's just a nice, muted, cool tone, brown, you know, with a little bit of a shimmer in there. This is one of my favorite shades in the palette also. Essence. Essence. So pretty. Huge fan of that. That's on my look today as well. Not enough room on my arm, so get a good look. That's quality. Karma. This is the show-stopping blue. Ooh. Okay. That's cute. That's cute, right? That's cute. Then we have Transcend. I love this shade. It's just like a duochrome pink, a little tiny beige, peachy. It's just like crazy. So pretty. Then we have the last two shades, Absolution. God damn. Give me a break. You can't, it's not focusing. No, I'm good. Alright, there we go. It's sort of focusing now. Woo! Oh my goodness. Tell me you don't want to try this palette. Alright. Last shade. This one is my favorite, I think, in the whole palette. You want to know what it's called? It's Illuminate. That's pretty, right? It makes a really dope inner corner highlight. And look at all these, like, oh, so... The quality is there, everybody. I'm telling you, it's really, truly there. And I started this look that you see on my eyes. I started this look at least 2 or 3 hours ago, yeah, and everything is staying in place really nice, staying vivid, staying bright. The fake shadows and the shimmer, they just stay where they're supposed to, and they stay nice and beautifully pigmented. It's really nice. So now I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I did this look today with this palette. I think I used a pretty good variety of shades, and you can get a pretty good idea of how they apply, and I'll even go ahead and mention in a future video exactly how much I end up loving this or not loving this. But I have to say, so far, Bad Habits customer service, quality, and paired with Hush's shipping and everything, I'm just a happy customer. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So let's just get right into the look. So I've already created a look on this eye, as you can see, and I'm just going to go ahead and right now recreate that so that everybody can see how I did it. Now my palette, my first palette, arrived fairly damaged, so I can't really hold it up very much while I'm working on it, but I can tell you the names and hopefully we'll be able to get through this without too much trouble. Okay, so I actually haven't primed my lids. I was doing some tests earlier of how my eyeshadows lay on top of my primer, and I really wasn't quite happy with it. So I'm taking a different approach without any primer on the lid. So this is without primer as well. And so I'm just going to get started. I'm using this nice fluffy brush as usual. It's my favorite blending brush. It's the only really good blending brush that I have for eyeshadow right now. I'm going to take this light brown color called Vision. You can't really see it, which is ironic. But, okay, so it's on the tip of my brush here. And I want to work that into the crease. And windshield wiper motions, circular motions, whatever works for you. You can see I am going to try to create this cat eye shape again, of course, to match. So I'm kind of doing that general kind of vibe there, you can see. Okay, I'm going to darken up the outer V. Okay, I'm going to use something like this actually in this outer V portion. And what I'm using is the darkest color. It's called Resurrection. And I'm just going to go right here and deepen that up. Still keeping in mind that cat eye shape that I'm trying to create. Because we're not using the tape trick here. We're just going to go ahead and deepen the crease, blend it in a little. Okay, so I went a little bit overboard here on this side, but it's nothing to worry about because we can clean this up at the end. It doesn't have to be precise. So don't worry if you get a little messy on the edges. We can clean it up. No worries. Okay, and then we're going to take this nice Ecotools brush right here. It's a little wide, but fairly flat, tapered. And I take it flat down, and I'm going to take it into Essence, which is a lavender gray shimmer or satin, you decide, okay? And I'm going to go right into the center of the lid, right here. Well, it's actually off to the side. And then I'm just going to fill up the rest of the lid as well. See how nice that just lays down on the lid? I like a lot of intensity, so I am adding more and actually rubbing on the shadow to make sure all of the reflection comes out of it. One more time, keeping in mind the cat eye shape that we're going for. I really like that color. Alright, and then I've taken Transcend, which is this, here, I'll put it on my finger and I'll swatch it actually. It's a really interesting shimmery color. I love it. Taking the same brush, and it's almost going to be a highlight in the center, but off to the side, so not quite. Like I said, I do love intensity, so I am putting a lot. I think they're doing pretty good so far. Now we want to work on the bottom lash line. So we're going to take Resurrection again on this little brush here. And we're going to go right here and work it under, really tight, under the lash line. Almost like we're lining the bottom with eyeliner. Again, it does not have to be too precise because we're going to buff it out, but try not to go too low. And then I want to line the top, and I'm going to take the black shade called Pagan on that same brush, nice flat brush, and just go like this. we go. Getting there, getting there, getting there. I'm going to take Eternal on this brush, and we're going to do our inner corner highlight. And you know me, this is not the end of that. We are not done. Drag it up. Drag it up. Hit the brush again. Drag it up. And this is where we start to connect it to the brow bone highlight. And I told you we're going to buff out the lower lash line a little. Start with the Eternal right here. Again. Okay, and then take Transcend, which is that duochrome shift that we put on the outer, and put it right where we put it underneath. So line it up and fix my eyeliner. Should have done my eyeliner last, huh? And I'm just going right back under one more time with the black shade. Both eyes. Softening one more time on both sides. And I believe that we have achieved our first eye look. I'm doing 2 coats of Lancome Grandiose Extreme. It used to be one of my holy grail mascaras, but I'm having so much fun trying new things. Don't forget Kevin Aucoin's tip to get every lash. Every lash. He probably also would have told me, girl, you should use an eyelash curler, but I mean, who needs an eyelash curler when you got 3 coats of mascara? Not me. You see there's some spots that need a little cleaning up, and we're going to do that now. Hope you've enjoyed this look. Thanks for coming back today.